This is the Telangana big elections. I'm going on the ground for a special telecast. Nabila Jamal is in Telangana reporting all the latest. Over to you now, Nabila, for the next half an hour.
Right, thanks very much, Pooja. The election season here in Telangana is surely heating up. It's nomination season. All the top netas now going to file their nomination. The Congress CM hopeful, the chief of the Congress party here in Telangana, Revanth Reddy, is all set to file his nominations from Kamareddy. And what we know is that Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who's really known as the OBC face, the Ahinda face, and that's how he's managed to gather his votes in Karnataka. He's come here to back Revanth Reddy in Telangana's Kamareddy. But just before that, there was a controversy that Revanth Reddy has run into. In fact, visuals there showing Revanth Reddy trying to make his way out from a rally by almost pushing off his supporter who was trying to block off his route. In fact, the visual shows him kicking at something. There seems to be lacking clarity there as to what exactly are they trying to kick off. A lot of allegations that it was a supporter who was blocking his way, and instead of politely asking them to move, Revanth Reddy almost kicked off the supporters along with his bodyguard. They almost shoved them aside before he was asked to move. So we know that the election heat, of course, people are generally on the edge, but there is a certain behavior that one expects of a public personality like Revanth Reddy. He could be the next Chief Minister of Telangana, which is why it's all the more important. As we see the visuals here of Revanth Reddy, in fact, he's also going to be filing his nominations from Kamareddy. He's going to be facing off Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao in Kamareddy. So it's going to be a very interesting battle between the two top faces of both the parties. The big challenges in Kamareddy constituency, that is the BRS's bastion. It's known to be, Kamareddy is known to be BRS's bastion since 1994. So it's likely to influence neighbouring Nizamabad Lok Sabha constituency as well for 2024. So what happens in Kamareddy will have a bearing in the neighbouring Nizamabad for 24. Kamareddy master plan may be a flashpoint, and Congress wants to show Revanth Reddy really not shying away from this fight. I'm going to cut across to Revanth Reddy, who's slamming KCR in the Telangana roundtable as he spoke to us exclusively.
Sir, Congress वाले जो यहाँ बैठे हैं वो बोल रहे हैं कि हमारी जीत का केक कट रहा है. जो बीआरएस और बीजेपी वाले हैं वो बोल रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे जीत हुई नहीं. रेवंत रेड्डी is celebrating even before he is won. This is typical of the Congress. They celebrate before victory. Come, welcome.
ये कांग्रेस जीत से ज्यादा केसीआर हार के कम काटे, क्योंकि यहाँ के जनता तय कर दिए इस बार केसीआर को हराने के लिए, क्योंकि तेलंगाना में केसीआर परिवार वर्सेस पूरा तेलंगाना परिवार के चुनाव हो रहे.
Why is it so personal for you, this battle? I see you're one of the fiercest opponents of KCR in a state where everybody seems co-opted in some way or the other. Why is this so personal for you?
It is not personal. बहुत ज्यादा उम्मीद से बहुत ज्यादा 1200 लोग शहीद होकर हम तेलंगाना हासिल किए. हर दूसरे प्रदेश के जैसे उत्तर प्रदेश, मध्य प्रदेश या राजस्थान जैसे हमारा स्टेट नहीं बने. हमारा स्टेट बने 1200 लोग शहीद होकर हम हासिल किए.
So what do you think he's done wrong? Where did the Telangana vision that you had together not come together?
जो यहाँ के योद्धा के कुर्बानी जो है वो टेक इट ग्रांटेड पे ले लिए. ये समझ रहा है ये सक्सेस उनके परिवार के. अरे भाई, उनके परिवार ने किया बतकम्मा के लिए या बोनालू के लिए, या नहीं तो सकल जन सम्मेलन में एक भाषण दिए. इतना ही किए उनके परिवार ने. रास्ता रोक किए, बंद में पार्टिसिपेट किए. जान तोड़ी दिए, जान हम दिए, कैसा हम उठाए, जेल को हम गए, कुर्बानी हम दिए. हमारे कुर्बानियों के ऊपर इनका लाइफ इतना फ्लरिश हो गए. You take his election affidavits from 2004 to 2014, 2014 to 2024. कि 2004 में उनके affidavit में उनके परिवार के कोई भी हो, what was his financial status?
All right. Well, Revanth Reddy seems quite spirited. I'm going to cut across to Abdul Bashir, who is tracking the developments here in Telangana very closely. Abdul Bashir, tell us, what was that freak episode that we saw of Revanth Reddy a little earlier from today, where he's trying to make his way out of a rally? And we believe the allegations are, because I'm unable to see that video very clearly as to what he's kicking, but there are allegations that he's kicking a supporter to clear way and move out. One surely expects better public behavior or better mannerisms from a public figure like him if these allegations are true. Has he come around to respond to that video?
See, absolutely. As we speak, what we see is that Congress is now, according to reports, is gaining momentum, and Revanth Reddy is a probable candidate for the chief ministerial post if Congress is voted to power in Telangana. Now, following which his rallies, his sabhas, his public meetings are seeing a huge gathering. A sea of people can be seen in every of his gathering wherever he is. Remember his birthday celebration, his house was crowded like there was a public meeting at his house during his birthday. So this kind of atmosphere he had been facing for the past few days. And yesterday in Palakurti of Jangaon, where he had addressed a public gathering and he was moving down from the dais, is when the whole crowd barged in towards the dais, and the security with him, remember the security that he was demanding earlier from the government was not given to him. His personal security had been mostly managing his these crowds and the police officials that are within the police security that is there with him. But yesterday what we see is that a huge crowd had come and stood in front of the dais, not giving way to Revanth Reddy. But in a visual, what we see is that he is seen kicking twice and thrice to something at the bottom, where his guard is also being seen moving something from that place. It could be anything. It could be a supporter. It could be something that have been stuck in the steps as well. However, Revanth Reddy, who was right at the spot, he has responded claiming that this is false allegation, and it's just that the controversy is being circulated, or a video is being circulated with false allegations against him, is what he said. But what we see is that now Revanth Reddy is going to file nomination in Kamareddy. Within a few minutes from now, he will reach Kamareddy, where Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah will also be present with him. A BC declaration will be announced from Kamareddy. Now, Kamareddy is the mother of all
Bashir,
battles.
if you could tell us, we believe Siddaramaiah, Karnataka Chief Minister, yes. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is also going to be part of this nomination in Kamareddy. Right, Abdul Bashir, Kamareddy is very important, as it also has a bearing even in the neighbouring constituency of Nizamabad for upcoming 2024. What's the likelihood of Revanth Reddy gaining ground in Kamareddy? Revanth Reddy is also fighting from another constituency. He's also contesting from two constituencies. Is that right? Is he fearing a loss?
See, now as we speak, that Revanth Reddy is contesting from Kodangal. Recently, he has filed nomination from his hometown, Kodangal, where in the past assembly elections he had been defeated by a BRS candidate. But this time he's confident of gaining victory from Kodangal. Simultaneously, he has come to Kamareddy. Now here, this battle shows, a face-off between Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and Revanth Reddy. This seems more likely a battle between a CM face for the upcoming, government that will be formed in the state of Telangana, from issues of master plan to bringing Kaleshwaram till Kamareddy and the nearby Yelareddy mandals of this particular constituency, Kamareddy, as promised by K. Chandrasekhar Rao, and other promises that he has made, from educational institutions to infrastructure to industries, is what also he had been promised, citing his connection with Kamareddy. K. Chandrasekhar Rao has said that his mother belonged to Kamareddy. That is what he is trying to make connection with the Kamareddy, and this is where now Revanth Reddy is entered in. Now, considering the graph, the increase in graph of the Congress party as stated by the reports, Revanth Reddy very confident of winning this election, forming government here, has come in a face of...
Abdul Bashir, it's going to be very interesting to see what the fight would be in Kamareddy between Revanth Reddy and KCR, the Chief Minister of Telangana.